Hey guys, it's Leo Stargazer. Today is Wednesday, August 16th, and I'm here with our daily tarot reading. Today's intention is freedom. The last few days, we've gotten some really tough spreads. I hope that they played out for you in a way that was liberating. If they did, today will hopefully keep that going. And if they didn't and it's been a struggle, hopefully today is liberating. I want to use the intention of freedom today because I really want the tarot to guide us to freedom, to liberation. With that in mind, let's get right to the shuffle. So I shuffle my deck as usual today, but today I really want to be free-flowing about it. I'm going to do the same shuffle I always do, but I really want to, at least in my intention, be free with it. I'm going to still, though, center myself as much as possible and center my mind and my heart on the idea of freedom, what freedom is to me, when I feel the most free, who I feel the most free with. All of that liberating energy, let's imbue that into the deck together while I continue to shuffle. Okay, so I've brought the deck from chaos into unity, and we are ready to start our freedom spread. I will be doing the same daily spread, though, of thinking, feeling, doing, but of course with the intention of freedom. In the thinking position, my first position, the card that I draw is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups in thinking shows me one thing incredibly clearly. Our imagination is alive and active today, and we should engage with it. The Page of Cups is ready to dive in headfirst into imagination for the sake of imagination, giving into intuition in a way that has no purpose except to engage with intuition. I think that's where our brains are today. That's where our thoughts will be. That could be a little head in the clouds. That could be a little daydreamy. Try to not just leave it there, but honestly, engage with imagination for imagination's sake. That's what the Page of Cups here says. So that's a great start. I think in terms of freedom, pretty clear. Free yourself to engage with your imagination. If things feel too childish, or you're like, oh, that's a pipe dream, or oh, who cares? Give into it. Indulge your imagination. That's what he's calling for. Let's check out feeling. In feeling, the card that I draw is the reversed 10 of Swords. Okay, so a little bit more complicated than the Page of Cups in thinking. The 10 of Swords reversed in feeling, while it does have this sense that we are freeing ourselves of some kind of negative feeling today. Maybe some negative emotions are being cleansed from us. Maybe, in fact, they're being cleansed through our relationship with our imagination, with our intention of freedom. This idea now that we are releasing this negative energy in order to free ourselves, I think is definitely here in our emotions with the 10 of Swords reversed here. With the 10 of Swords, though, there is the chance that we may not be fully freeing ourselves. We may be removing some kind of obstacle or some kind of negative thinking, but not really banishing it. We may be keeping it in our eye just outside. We may be saying, oh, I'm free of it today, but maybe tomorrow. I'll think about that later. This isn't really about thinking about things later. It's definitely not about feeling things later. It's about actively engaging. It's about actively deciding to be free of negative emotion and judgment. So hopefully that's what our doing card guides us on. Let's check it out. Okay, so in the doing position, the card that I draw is the Six of Cups reversed. Okay. We have cups here again, tying back to the Page of Cups. The Page was about diving into imagination, freeing yourself to do that. The 10 was about freeing yourselves of negative emotions and trying to cast them as far away from you as they can or eliminate them entirely, hopefully. The Six of Cups is here to make something of that, or at least to look towards what the future can be if we're able to free ourselves in our imaginations and in our negative emotions. If we're able to do that, the Six of Cups here is saying you can turn from looking at the past. Maybe that's where the negative emotions lie. Maybe a freedom to look towards your imagination is also gearing you to the future. If we can turn from the past to the future, we can be on a path to growth, to freedom. Freedom doesn't lie in being trapped in memory. Freedom doesn't lie in holding on to negative emotions. Freedom doesn't lie in denying yourself your imagination and your intuition. Freedom lies in looking towards the future, in being free from those things, from the past, from being lost in thoughts, and turning towards the future. Potentially the Six of reversed here is saying, look towards the future. That's how we free ourselves. But let's look at the Lenormand pair, because maybe there's an actionable way we can shift our gaze. Okay, so I'm shuffling the Lenormand deck and bringing back my intention in of freedom. It never really left, but we're bringing it into this deck. I want us to be free, free-flowing. Let your mind hold to what these tarot cards were for you. But mainly and above all, just kind of keep repeating the word freedom. Going over and over with the word freedom. I love it. Let's do that together. Okay, so I've brought the deck from chaos into unity, into freedom, and I am going to draw the first card in my pair. The card that I draw is clouds. Clouds here is, I think, hinting to the potentiality for something to be, well, literally clouded. Something to be hidden. Something that's maybe unknown is also key here. There's also a sense of doubt here. Potential doubt. I think I want to go instantly to the second card because we've been trying to clear clouds this week. The clouds have been trying to pop up and we've been like, no, I want to clear them. I want to be free of them. So let's instantly go to the second card to inform clouds. The second card that I draw is the Mountain. Okay, so the Mountain and the clouds, that doesn't make things instantly clear. In fact, it literally specifically doesn't do that. But that's okay. We know we're on a journey. We have been dealing with some difficult stuff this week and overcoming it. Here, as an action pair for freedom, the clouds and the mountain symbolize obstacles in the way of that. So where the Page of Cups was calling for an embrace of imagination, the Ten of Swords reversed was calling for a cleansing of negative emotions, and the Six of Cups reversed was calling for us to turn our gaze towards the future by being free to engage in imagination and free of negative thought. Turn our gaze to the future. The clouds and the mountain are saying, when you turn your gaze to the future, what you might encounter first is something unclear, a sense of doubt, because the mountain's here now, some kind of obstacle, some kind of delay. That's expected, you know. We know that we're looking to the future. The future is not just going to be this clear path forever for, you know, this beautiful free moment for us for the rest of our lives. Maybe it is, and that's wonderful. But usually the wheel's going to turn and we're going to run into some obstacles, something we didn't expect. The clouds are saying the delay and the obstacle may be hidden from us. we may be turning our gaze to the future, but it may be a little bit hidden. But that's also okay, because that's how life is. I think as an action pair, it's saying be prepared for that. When you shift your gaze to the future, be ready that there are going to be some hidden obstacles in your way. Freedom, because it's our intention. Freedom to be imaginative. Freedom to be cleansed of negative emotions and be free from negative emotions. And the freedom that we have when we do that, to turn our gaze from the past, from worry, to the future, that freedom will help us overcome any obstacle. There will be obstacles. The Lenormand pair is here to remind us of that today. But we are looking towards the future now, and if we are free, and if we allow ourselves to be free, if we free ourselves, we can overcome those obstacles. We can continue to clear the clouds, which is what we're gonna do this week no matter what. We'll clear the clouds, be clear-eyed looking to the future. Understand there's maybe some obstacles in the way still. That's okay, we're used to it, especially this week. But that's okay, because we are free. Own that. I'll see you tomorrow.